So we already learned about the primary, secondary and the higher education. Now let's discuss about the research centers in different fields. Maybe there is science, it's information technology, mathematics, engineering. So in our country, to give a boost in the medical field, there has been so many research centers has been set up. Nowadays we can always heard the name of ICMR. It is a kind of the clinical research laboratory that has been controlled by the government. So there are so many private, you can say, laboratories or the research centers which functions the different activities on different diseases or new. You can also kind a new kind of inventions. So in this topic we will discuss about the research centers that are related with the science and what are their achievements in different fields. So, in the post independence period in 1950, the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, in short CSIR, in this chapter we have multiple short forms. So, as I already told you, make a list of the year and the events. In the same way, make a list of the full forms so that it will be easily for us to recollect. And for every chapter, no need to make a new text, a new notebook for that. Select any of the page and start writing at one page the events from different chapters and one page the full form from the different chapters. So it will really help. So in the post-independence period in 1950, the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research (CSIR) was established with the objective to promote scientific research in the country and to take the benefits of the research to all the people. So the intention, the objective of such kind of research laboratory, or you can say research centers, so that there should be a kind of development in the country and that development should benefit the citizens of the nation. Research began in fields like physics, chemistry, pharmaceuticals, food processing, and mining. So we all know what is physics, what is chemistry. Pharmaceuticals means related to the medicines. Right, there are too many research laboratories. They work on the discovery, or you can say the inventions of the new medicines. They are called as the pharmaceutical industries. Even the food processing, we had seen so many food processing which we use in our day-to-day activity. And the mining, what does the mining means? Mining means we had seen the iron ore mining or the coal mining. By digging the land we get the mineral ores, right? So this is called as the mining. In order that industry benefits from this research, contracts were signed with the industrial institute. So since they are under the control of government, but to get the benefit, more benefit from the such kind of industries, government tries to sign such kind of agreement with the industrial institutes, so that sometimes the privatization also done in to get the more resources that help to reduce our imports and save foreign currency. Yes, it is very much important when we get things from our own nation, medicine in our own nation, then it will save our foreign currency and we will won't import much things from outside. This institute also motivated fundamental research. The laboratories of the council also played an important part in bringing back to the country students who had gone abroad for higher education. And such kind of industry also motivated the students who had gone abroad for the research or for the training purposes. Then they can have such facility in our own country. Nowadays you had seen we have lot option in our own nation. Even during the education itself, we have a campus placements, we have good job opportunities. Even in the past, when people are not getting good resources or benefit, or even more you can say about the salary also, but now in our own country we had such things, or we are getting such kind of options, so that more people are now giving more attention to our own country, not giving importance to other country. And it also resulted a negative impact on our nation also, because the educated, or more you can say the talented people, after getting the proper education or getting trained, they move to the different nation and they are supporting that country. So in somehow we are in the loss. Yes, because the talented, or you can say the innovators, are supporting the development of different nations. So such kind of institute or such kind of options has created a good job employment, or you can say a better living, or the standard living improved in our country. The achievements of CSIR. If we talk about the achievements of the CSIR include making the ink used for marking voters' finger during election. We all know there are different kinds of markers or different kinds of inks or paints, but the ink that are used during the time of elections to mark the finger of voter, it is a kind of good quality that stays remain for 10 to 15 days. So it is a kind of good invention or achievements that are done by the CSIR. Even the medicines for the malaria, elephantiasis and tuberculosis, this is also the disease for which they find the medicines. Water purification technology, reduction in the time required for bamboo production. So these are the few achievements that are done by the CSIR. Malaria, we all know it happens due to the mosquito bite, or even the elephantiasis is the kind of disease where our legs or hands get swollen. So that's why it is named as the elephantiasis. Tuberculosis, these are the few infectious disease. In past many people died of this, but now we have a such kind of medical facility in our country to cure such diseases. It also used DNA fingerprinting for the first time in India, conducted a genetic study of the Adivasis of the Andamans and proved that those tribes are 60,000 year old. Even they had conducted a genetic study on the tribal people of Andaman, and they found that they are the belongs to 60,000 year old inheritance. And also developed the earthquake early warning system. Even they had made a certain kind of equipment that alert uh, for the any movement that happens in the surface or the underground the earth. It also played an important role in the use of neem as a pesticide. As we all know, neem being a herb or Ayurvedic uh, medicine, it also used for a different purpose. They had used the neem as the pesticide, use of turmeric for healing wounds, and in the case of patents for variety of rices, and for in the case of the patents of the variety of rice. What are the patents? Did you ever heard this name patent? It is not patient, it's patent. When we say patent, it means that it's a kind of registration done on certain innovation or the research. You had heard this name in some movies or in some news channels also. For example, if you invent something new and which is unique or which is new for the world, then you will take the patent on your own name. That if someone is using that technology or that research, then they will need to take your permission, or even they need to pay you something against that application or against that technology which you had made. If you I remember, if you all had seen the movie called Three Idiots, in that movie there was a scene at the climax, at the end, where that person had said that to Amir Khan, that you are that person or you are that scientist who had that number of patents. Okay, so that is a patent. So this ICMR also took the patents of different varieties of rice. Okay, so they had done some kind of innovations, even the use of turmeric for healing wounds. What do I wounds? Wounds means injury. इन हिंदी भी कॉल जख्म. आपने देखा होगा बहुत बार जो जख्म होते हैं उस पर लोग हल्दी लगाते हैं, सो दैट जो हमारा ब्लड क्लॉथ है वो जल्दी हो जाए, और जो हमारे फ्लो एक्सेस जो हो रहा है ब्लड का वो स्टॉप हो जाए. सो इन द वे दिस थिंग्स आर यूज्ड सो दैट कॉमन पीपल आर ऑल्सो गेटिंग बेनिफिट फ्रॉम इट. The CSIR has prepared a digital encyclopedia of Indian traditional knowledge and made it available in 8 international languages. So in this way, CSIR also made a digital encyclopedia so that people can get online, or they can get the information in the digital platform. Understood? Next, we have a research center in the field of mathematics. As we all know, Indians are genius, or you can say had played a very important role in the field of mathematics. Even you can say the name of Aryabhatta, you can say the name of Ramanujan, even the Shakuntala Devi. So there are different research institutes that relate with the mathematics. The National Institute for Research in the Mathematical and Physical Science in Tamil Nadu was established in 1962. Underline this statement, it encouraged the highest level of research in mathematics. Even different universities and colleges give different courses that gives us the higher studies in the field of mathematics. Computers, when we talk about the computers, in 1969 we made the first indigenous computer named the ISIJU computer. So in 1969 we made our own first computer. When we say indigenous, indigenous means self-made. हिंदी में कहते हैं ना अपने दम पर. So we had made our own computer named ISIJU computer. It is named as ISIJU because it stands for ISIJU, Indian Statistical Institute, Jadavpur University. Okay. So in 1969 we made the first indigenous computer named the ISIJU computer, as this was achieved by the Indian Statistical Institute and Jadavpur University working together. In 1974, TCS, you have also heard the name of TCS, underline this also. The full form of TCS is Tata Consultancy Services. It is a kind of IT industry that provides a multiple job in our nation. They have headquarters in Bangalore or different parts of our country. So they got a contract from the American company for the maintenance of the what you can say the software or the application. So in this way they had improved the opportunities for our country people. In 1974, Tata Consultancy Services TCS obtained an American contract in the area of software production, and that was beginning of the software industry in India. Now today you can see so many MNCs. What are MNC? Multinational companies are in India. They belong to different countries, but since they are getting good service, good facility, good resources, that's why they are established in India. Computer also helps to step up the speed of scientific research. Yes, it's very much true. With the help of computer, the research activities get speed up. In 1987, America refused to allow India to get a supercomputer. Remember, during the time of the nuclear test, there was some kind of rift between America and India. Since we had done the nuclear test, so at that time America was not happy with our step, so they stopped providing us the technology on which we both are working. So at that time our Indian government had decided to make our own supercomputer. In 1987, America refused to allow India to get a supercomputer. The Rajiv Gandhi government, at that time our Prime Minister was Rajiv Gandhi. The Rajiv Gandhi government decided to develop a supercomputer indigenously. So at that time our government decided to get the supercomputer indigenously, that is a self-made. In 1988, the central government established the Center for Development for Advanced Computing, that is the CDAC, in Pune, and in 1991 the center under the leadership of Dr. Vijay Bhatkar developed the Param 8000 supercomputer. So it is very much important, underline this word, and always remember that the first supercomputer of our nation is Param 8000. Next is BARC. We all know about the BARC. It is the Bhabha Atomic Research Center, right? You had already, most of us have seen the Nehru Science Center in Mumbai. This kind of different research center where we can get to know, where we get learn to know how this technology works, or how this the you can say the physical activities or the physical theorem actually performs. So these kind of centers gives information about the different fields of the science. Even if you could talk about the BARC, they started their work for the research in atomic energy, and this atomic energy has been used in different fields like electricity, or in the medical treatment also. This institute has conducted valuable research in the fields of nuclear physics, solid state physics, spectroscopy, chemical and life sciences. It also started a school to train scientists for setting up the nuclear reactors. So they also set up a training center for the student to setup, how can be this nuclear reactor be set up. Even you can opt for the scholarship for the BRC. There are competitive exams are going for the BRC every year. So if you enroll for it, then after your schools or after the completion of the college, then you will can get an opportunity to work in it. Engineering, when we talk about the engineering, there are multiple engineering colleges in our country and all over the world. When we talk about the best one from the engineering, it's the IIT. IIT, the full form of the IIT is Indian Institute of Technology. IIT have a different branches in most of the cities. Even in Mumbai also we have a IIT. So IIT considered as the India's best engineering college. If you compare with the global world, even in other countries also, IIT have a great demand. So students from all over the world trying to get admission in IIT. Even in our country also, it's very much difficult to get an admission in IIT. And once you qualified, once you completed your education from IIT, then you had a great job opportunities, not only in India, all over the world. So it plays a very important role in the field of engineering. Indian Institute of Technology, IIT. India's first IIT was set up at Kharagpur in West Bengal in 1951. You can imagine. The objective of this institute was that higher and advanced education in all branches of engineering should be available in India and meet the country needs. The engineering college at Powai, Chennai, Kanpur, and New Delhi were converted. Powai or Mumbai. Powai, Chennai, Kanpur, and New Delhi were converted into IITs. The Soviet Union, America, Germany, and the UNESCO all extended help to set up this institute institute. So, in this way, IIT has gained more support or more proclamation all over the world. The IITs in India were given the status of deemed university. When we call it deemed university, deemed means the independent university. They can set their own syllabus. They have their own curriculum. So the IITs have their own syllabus, own curriculum. So the IITs in the different parts of the country, they follow the same syllabus or same curriculum, but as per the different engineering colleges, they have their own syllabus and own kind of admission procedure. So that's why it is called the deemed university. Remember, just we had now talked about the Three Idiots. Then you have remember the in the movie Three Idiots, there has been shown a engineering college which is in high demand. It is not that IIT; they have a different name. It was the Imperial College of Engineering. They called it the ICI, but ICE. Sorry, ICE. But again, when we talk about the IIT, taking admissions to IIT is a difficult task, right? The IITs in India were given the status of deemed university, and B.Tech or M.Tech courses were started there. B.Tech or M.Tech are the short form of the course called B.Tech means Bachelor in Technology and M.Tech means Master in Technology. Whenever you see the name D, B, M in education, then D stands for Diploma, B stands for Bachelor, and M stands for Master. Admission through entrance exams, nominal fees, and reservation for students are the special features of the IIT institute. So these are the good steps of the institutes. In the decade from 1970 to 1980, a large number of IIT students began to live for foreign countries, causing the brain drain crisis. So during the period of 1970s to 1980, a large number of students moves to the different country because they are getting more salary, or you can say more job opportunities in foreign country, and that created a brain drain situation in our nation. What do you mean a brain drain situation? Brain drain means these talented people are moving to the different nation. That creates a brain drain प्रॉब्लम इन अवर नेशन. हमारे कंट्री में टैलेंटेड लोगों की कमी हो रही थी. हमारे यहाँ पे एजुकेटेड और यू कैन से इनोवेटर जो इस अलग अलग फील्ड में एक्सपीरियंस है उनकी कमी हो रही थी. बट अभी सिचुएशन ऐसा नहीं है. मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल आर लव टू research in India, love to get job in India, even the foreigners also. However, this situation changed after 1990. IITs were also established at Guwahati in Assam in 1994 and in Roorkee in 2001. So remember, the first IIT was set up at Kharagpur, it's in Bengal in 1951, and you can say the IITs are in different cities like Mumbai, Chennai, right? Now, Indian Institute of Management, when we talk about the best colleges for the management, that it comes for the IIM. The IIM, it's in the main center of IIM, it's in the Ahmedabad. Like as we talk about the best college for engineering, that is the IIT. So in the same way, the best college for the management is the IIM. And we all know, in today's world, every company or every institution needs a best managers or good management. So such kind of colleges provide best education in the field of management. As high quality engineers were graduating from the IITs, the center and the Gujarat government started the Indian Institute of Management to mold skilled managers. Mold means to give a shape, to give a proper career to them. Management to mold skilled managers. Harvard Business School in America, as we all know, Harvard Business School is very much famous all over the world, not only in India, right? So it is set up in America. There are so many institutes, like you had seen always the name of Oxford or the Cambridge University. So such kind of universities or the institution gave a good kind of different job opportunities even during the time of placement itself. When you are about to complete your course, then you will get a campus interview and the campus placement. So more people try to get admission in such kind of institute, that you will get a better education, also a better job opportunities. Harvard Business School in America helped to set up IIM Ahmedabad. Other IIMs have been set up at the Kolkata, Bengaluru, Lucknow, Kozhikode, Indore and Shillong. Next is National Institute of Design. It is very much important that while you had seen the logos or the icons of the different brand, there are so many brands in our mind. For example, if you take the cars, when we see the only the logo, then we can recollect the name of the brand, that it is a Mercedes or the Audi or the BMW or the Maruti or the Hyundai, right? Because that plays a very important role in the mind of the people. So the designing of logo, designing of any kind of application is very much important. Even you have seen there are so much innovations or technology in the field while designing the satellites or designing the aircraft. So there are so many important institutes that play a very important role in such field. This institute was established in Ahmedabad in 1961 for the purpose of imparting training in industrial design. Courses in basic design, graphic design, product design and visual communication were started in 1963-64. The work done by this institute includes designing of the transistor radio. So there are so many achievements done by this institute, but one of the most important you can say invention done for the design of the transistor radio. We all know it's very much compacted. So many you can say transmitted devices are fitted into it, so it get a proper shape or in a proper manner, that in a very small size you will get a such kind of facility. Even you can say a design of a mobile phone, how they are can be designed, even a design of a satellite or the aircraft. So this plays a very important role. The work done by this institute include designing of the transistor radio and the universal calculator and the logos, and the few important logos are the logos of Indian Airlines and the State Bank of India. Remember the logo of the Indian Airline? A person is taking a kind of bow and arrow. Even you can see the logo of State Bank of India. It is a kind of lock or the key shape. Next is research institutes in the field of medicine. It is very much important for any country, or if you can talk the country like India, a developing country like India, where we don't have a such kind of good medical facility. So institutes play a very important role for the improvement of medical availability in our country, right? In the post-independence period in 1949, the Indian Council for Medical Research, that is the ICMR, was established for conducting research in the medical field. Today also we had heard the name of ICMR in the different news channels, or we had read the names in newspapers, because they are working on different kinds of medicines, or you can say the vaccines. It was given the responsibility of cooperating with universities, medical colleges, government and non-government research institutes, and giving them guidance and financial support for research activities. So since they are collaborated with the government, so they provide the financial support also to the different institute. They work accordingly to support them. So this kind of institutes play a very important role in the field of medical research. So what is just we had learned that what is the between the difference between the medicine and the vaccine? Any idea? Any guess? So see, it's very much simple. To cure any disease, we require medicine, but to prevent the disease, we need vaccine. So for so many diseases which can be happen or which may affect our body, so we take vaccine for that. So in this way, this clinical research work on it to get support in the different medical field. 26 centers were started in different parts of the country for research on various diseases by ICMR. Their research has made it possible to control tuberculosis and leprosy. We all know tuberculosis and leprosy. Tuberculosis is a kind of lung disease and leprosy is a kind of skin disease. So these all very much helpful to prevent such kind of infectious disease. The All India Institute of Medical Science, AIIMS. We had heard the name of AIIMS also. Underline this, it's the short, the full form of AIIMS is the All India Institute of Medical Science. It also works in the medical research field. You had seen in so many movies, like in Lagero Munnabai you had seen. It is a scene of hospital where people get treated and also they have a training centers to train the doctors. So in the same way, I am considered as the India's most innovated or India's most important training center, or even for the better treatment. They have a proper equipment or diagnosis, you can say machines, which helps the patient or also to get a good training from there. The All India Institute of Medical Sciences was established to give further impetus. Impetus means more importance to advance education and research in medicine. It was given the responsibility of undergraduate and postgraduate courses in medicine. Colleges for undergraduate and postgraduate education is most branches of medicine, good research facilities and well-equipped hospitals and the significant features of this institute. The institute also provides medical treatment to the common people at nominal rate. It is also very much important. It has established special colleges for training in nursing and super specialty centers for treatment of disorders of the heart, brain and eyes. For further development of the medical field, the Medical Council of India was restructured in 1958. Restructured means they had advanced, they had made some changes to get better improved, and was entrusted with the task of determining criteria for quality of medical education, its supervision and inspection. So these institutes have the responsibility of conducting research on various diseases, developing tests and standardization of medicines. So in this way, these are the important functions that support in different field for the welfare of the people. So here we have a do you know that gives information about the different clinical research or the research methods or the medicine opportunities which we have for the treatment. In 1969, the Central Council for Research in Indian Medicine and Homeopathy was established to conduct research and bring about development in the Ayurveda, Naturopathy, Unani and Homeopathy systems of medicine. We know there are different ways of getting treated. Maybe it's the allopathy, maybe it's the homeopathy or the Ayurveda. The common medicine which we take is the allopathy. We have also the option of Ayurveda. We all know about the Ayurveda treatment. We have the options of the homeopathy, where we had seen in most of the homeopathy medicines, where we had the medicines in the shapes of small white balls we had taken, or even we have the options of Unani, or the Unani that had been originated from the Arabic country. You can say the place is called the Yunnan. So these, or the naturopathy like the yoga, or so many are different facilities we have to get treated. In 1979, this institute was dissolved and replaced by three other names. They are the Central Council for Research in Unani Medicine, Central Council for Research in Homeopathy, and Central Council for Research in Yoga and Nature Cure, in accordance with the respective clinical methodology. Right. Next, cancer treatment. If you order the if you talk about the cancer treatment, so we have a different cancer research institutes all over the world. Even in India, we have many options that helps to cure the cancer. The Advanced Center for Treatment, Research and Education in Cancer is a branch of the Tata Memorial Center. We all know it's a very much famous hospital in Mumbai. It functions as the National Center for Treatment, Research and Education in relation to cancer. Okay. Next is Research Institute in Agriculture. As being in India, we are more dependent on agriculture. Our 70% population are dependent on agriculture, so we need to have a certain kind of institute that gives more importance for the field of agriculture. In India, research in agriculture had begun as early as 1905. The Indian Agricultural Research Institute was given the status of the university in 1958, and work began in departments such as the development of the agriculture sector, research, well-equipped laboratories, soil science, agricultural sciences, economic, botany and other departments. So these are the different fields that relates with the agriculture, and research centers are set up in the same way. Research also began on wheat, pulses, oil seeds, vegetables and many other problems. Its most significant achievement is the fundamental research it has conducted on the method of taking multiple crops in a year. It is also very much important when our farmers don't have the option of a multiple crops. Now with the help of technology, modern facilities, they can have a multiple crops in a year, which has been of great benefits to the farmers. This institute maintains a library at its head office in Delhi, which is the biggest agriculture related library in the country. So with the help of such kind of library, they can have the different facilities. In the next chapter, we shall study the laws related to the woman's contribution and role to the government with respect to other weaker section of society. Okay, understood this chapter? So let's have the exercise. The first blank. The scientist who developed the Param 8000 supercomputer. Yes, the name of the scientist is Dr. Vijay Bhatkar. The magazine Jeevan section is published by the following institute, and the answer is C. MSCERT. Next is the educational institution called IIT is famous for the education in the area of engineering. Correct? Now we have a complete the table. The first education minister of India. Who was the first education minister of India? Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Remember, we have on the page number 24. Right? Next we have chairman of the University Education Commission. We have in the page number 25 Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. Right? Next, Professor Syed Rauf. Remember Professor Syed Rauf, we had learned in the Do You Know on the page number 24. Right? He had said the on the page number 23, Professor Syed Rauf. After the formation of Maharashtra state in 1960, the government took the decision to implement a common statewide curriculum for standard 1 to 7. Principal Syed Rauf of ST College, Mumbai was assigned the task of preparing the draft of this curriculum. Right? Next, the Coast Guard project on the page number 24. Remember Anutai Wagh. So, in this way, take a look on this. Next, obtain information about the National Council of Educational Research and Training from the internet and present in the form of timeline. So, you will get the information on the internet, and you have the options to prepare a timeline. Timeline, you understand the events from different period, what are the achievements or what are the developments done at that time. So, understood the chapter? So, please go through the chapter and watch the video twice so that you can understand the topic. If you have any doubt, mark it so that we can discuss it. Thank you. Thank you so much.